Representative Garcia, why did you decide to vote the way you did? Because you voted one way and then you changed on the subsequent vote.
Originally the vote was to pull the bill that was in question and move it to judiciary. And I felt that this bill really needed a lot of work, and I wanted the committee process to kind of take fruition and for those folks to be able to get a crack at it and do some fixes on it, really.
Why not have Labor and Human Resources take a look at it? Because you voted to remove it out of that committee. Why is that any different?
Well, I just, I was really voting for the committee process. I looked at that bill as possibly bringing us in line with federal compliance with the Real ID Act. And so I wanted, the judiciary really has had some good compromise and some good fixes on bills this session, and I thought that was the way to go.
In the campaign, I remember you talking to Steve Terrell and saying that you would have supported the governor's position on driver's licenses. Why the switch on this vote?
Well, actually, my stance on driver's licenses has not switched. I am still a strong proponent of the repeal of the current law. And I feel that this particular bill of Representative Pacheco actually, if it could get the fixes that I've talked about on it, could bring us into compliance with the national requirements while keeping New Mexicans safe.
Mm-hmm. But given the time left in this session, wasn't that vote today essentially a vote to kill it?
Alex, I wouldn't characterize it that way, actually. I see it as an opportunity, and now, of course, it'll be in the committee that I sit in. So I see it as a real opportunity to fix the bill, and so we can have a real good proposal come to the floor of the House.
What's wrong with the bill?
Well, as my understanding of it is that it does not bring us into compliance with federal ID regulations, and the issue that I really kept hearing about before I came to the State House was that folks really wanted us to come into compliance with national regulations, and I feel that the bill does not bring us there.
Do you think this might get you sideways with some constituents?
Can you be more specific about that question?
Well, if you say that you wanted to change the driver's license bill when you campaigned, and as Alex pointed out, by all intents and purposes, the chances of a driver's license bill, a fixed driver's license bill, getting out of the legislature is now pretty slim.
Well, it's so basically, our vote today was to bring it back to the committee process, let the committee fix it, so that we can have a good bill to vote on the floor.
Between the first vote and the second vote, we certainly saw senators, we saw the majority leader come your way, we saw the whip come your way, we saw several members of your party come your way. Was there any undue pressure on you to change your vote?
I wouldn't say that. What I really wanted to see was the bill seen by judiciary. Now, we're not there, but that's what my initial vote was.
But if you're for a repeal, and this is what it does, it repeals, except for a small group that would get provisional or driving privilege cards, it's a repeal.
So, and can I just put the question back on you really quickly? In your estimation, does the bill bring us into compliance with Real ID?
We can't get into compliance with Real ID with this bill or any other bill. There
are
38 factors.
And see, but that remains an issue. Repeal is a question, and compliance with federal regulations is a question. So both of those, I feel, are of utmost importance and need to be addressed.
But Real ID is broader than these driver's licenses. There are lots of issues that go into that. If you're for the repeal, that's what this bill would have done, would have been a repeal.
Well, let's have it on the floor of the House so we can vote on it.
Well, you did one vote that way, and then you took two votes the other way.
What I voted on today was to have a committee, to get more public input, to have a committee look at it, to fix it, so that the proposition on the floor of the House is a good one for us to vote on.
The only reason I asked that question because you said, let's get it on the floor. That was how you prefaced the comment,
right,
and then you voted twice not to put it on the floor.
I voted to have a committee look at it, is what I voted. That's my vote.